Hi, my name's James and welcome to R&R, the show where I react to and review new release music videos. Today I'll be checking out the Tale of Jenny Screech, full by Rens. But before we jump into it, I have to give a massive thank you to all the new subscribers that have jumped on board since my previous Rens video, and a big thank you to all of the people that have commented, suggested new songs, particularly this one that we're going to have a look at today. It was definitely at the top of the list. And also a massive thank you to Jens Randolph. He left a really amazing comment laying out all of the information on Rens' past and where he's currently at, and I think Rens has a massive fan there in Jens, and he's doing really great work to support the cause and steer people in the right direction to how they can help support Rens and his battle with Lyme disease. So with that out the way, I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's get to it.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame?
So far we've got some similarities to what I saw in the previous Rens video, Hi Rens, where there's that live recording element, and we've also got Rens showing off his musicianship both on the guitar and his vocal, almost sort of mimicking a trumpet or some sort of brass instrument, which is interesting. And then we have that shift into something a bit more modern sounding. We've got something which is quite reminiscent specifically vocally to Sting, vocal tonality and pronunciation with some of the words. So far, just a minute into the song, and Rens has really shown us many different sides of his musicality and his personality. I do find it a little bit distracting again, those changes where, you know, we've got something which is quite classical guitar driven starting us off, and then that shift into something much more modern, compositionally sounding. So I'm interested to see where we get taken from here.
Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there was this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain he'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech, he was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief, at 14 years old the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware, maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up or go Jenny, a boy named Screech.
So similarly to Hi Rens, we get this back and forth storytelling, character 1, character 2, and it's sounding like their paths are going to meet. And that's really cool. I like that sort of back and forth, keeps it engaging, and not only is it within the lyrics, but it's also within Rens' playing. He's purposefully changing the way that he plays depending on the character that he is telling the story of at that particular time. And I think that's a really great compositional technique.
Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reach with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked it about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
And there we go. That's the end of Jenny's tale. Quite a confronting one, that. But as I guess with any great story, there's always the other perspective, which possibly we get here with Screech.
Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
And again, we get something very structurally similar to Jenny's tale, to High Ren, where we start off with that more classically influenced guitar playing that then transitions into something a little bit more modern sounding, although we do have the addition of the time signature, which Ren is using here, or at least that he starts off with using, and also the way he's picking pushes that time signature, that 3/4 time signature, and gives it that feel that I feel kind of connects it a bit more tightly to the classically driven intro that we had. So personally, to me, I think that that transition that we get here between intro and our first verse is much more smooth compared to what we got previously with Jenny's Tale. And then as for the story aspects of the lyrics, we get a complete continuation from where we left off in Jenny's Tale, which is nice.
Hey, babe, are you in? Nah, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3", working London on the night shift. What he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Some absolutely amazing storytelling being told there. I love it. I also love the way that the camera person is part of the one-take storytelling and the choreography that is being shown between both Ren and the camera person. Something we didn't get a whole lot of in Jenny's tale, but definitely here we see it much more. And also we get some great dynamic shifts within the music. Ren is able to, take things down and then just build it and really sell the story, and then drop it back down again when it needs to.
Story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
And there we go, the end of Screech's tale. I really love the way that Ren pulled in that aspect of how all actions have a consequence and have this knock-on effect, where, particularly with the lyric where he's talking about the police officer that just killed this young man. There was a tiny little moment at the end there, that very last chord that Ren went to play. I do feel he hit that bum note, but then was able to save it in the end with getting the full chord, finishing off nicely. And again, I think that just kind of speaks to the artistry of making it a live performance, but also the musicality. Okay, and that takes us up to the final part of the tale, Violet's tale.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beeps and bloodstains, she saw a lady weep. She's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Alright, and similarly to the previous two songs, as well as Higher Ren, structurally we get a very similar introduction. I would say this one doesn't feel or sound as classically influenced as both Jenny's Tale and Screech's Tale, as well as Higher Ren. And also that transition was very smooth compared to the previous two as well. I will say though that it's interesting how the production quality has changed from each tale as well. So it's really cool to be able to watch this and see Ren's progress over time as him and his team get better and better at putting these songs and video clips together. And then we get that little transition section with the guitar making its way up chromatically, which is pretty cool. We saw something similar but more expressive and explosive in High Ren. So I'm interested to see where we get taken to from here.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you of the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance.
So firstly, when it comes to storytelling, we're definitely met with some very intense themes that the lyrics are conveying to us. Some are a bit more in your face than others. Others are a little bit more poetic and you have to sort of read through the lines, which is something a little bit different. Again, I don't feel we got as much of that within Jenny's Tale or Screech's Tale. They were a little bit more of sort of a recount of the story with more of a performance aspect, particularly when it comes to Screech's Tale. But production-wise, again, wow, this one is really a step up. Not only are we in a enclosed space now, so we've got Ren playing with the acoustics of the different rooms, which is an amazing idea and a beautiful touch to this song. And we've again got some really great camera work from the camera person.
Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. hit like hailstones. One to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's black bone crack, knick knack, paddywhack. One to the jaw when the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Whew. And there we go. I was really wondering where the connection was going to be, and we definitely got a very strong payoff at the end there. And so really Violet's Tale not only completes the story, but kind of leaves me with some more questions than answers. I'm hoping that there might be more of this story to come to fill in that gap of time between the ending of Violet's Tale and the beginning of Jenny's Tale. And then as for the song, of course we get that great storytelling element, but the one addition that we get here that we didn't get in Jenny's Tale or Screech's Tale is the addition of a chorus, that those few lines that Ren comes back to that set the scene very, very well and sort of ground it almost. And I think that's another great indicator to show us of Ren's talent developing as well. My last thought for this one is, I hope one day someone comes along to Ren and says, I want to turn your tales into something larger, a mini-series, a movie, or something along those lines, because there's just such deep storytelling and such a deep understanding of creativity, and I feel that this could be such a powerful thing that could be adapted into something larger. But even if it doesn't, I think we get some great pieces of art here from Ren. Okay, that's it for me in this one. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below if I missed anything, or if you have any new information regarding Ren or regarding these tales. I'm absolutely keen to see your thoughts and opinions. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other videos, And remember to use the comments section as a space for community discussion. Alright, you'll see me in the next one.